In this recording, we're going to go through the steps required to bring fresh data into Tableau Next, place it in a visualization, and integrate it with a Salesforce Account Management Page. Our goal is this, where we have an Analytics tab embedded into our account management area. We're going to go back to the Sales Cloud Semantic Model. We're going to bring in a new data lake object, which would be our, in this case, an Excel sheet with our customer reviews with the sentiment that has been collected. Several ways to see the content of the new file that's been brought in. Data pane to the left. Also a preview pane, the bottom part of this semantic model, where you can see not only how we've connected into the model, account name and account name, we can also see the columns, do a little bit of previewing of them, amongst other things. All right, so now we're going to also need a calculated field to give us a tally of the reviews. Einstein will help with any drafting of syntax, save you some time there. We'll save this and it'll be added into the newly adopted table. Back to the Sales Cloud working space, we're going to add a visualization. We can build on one we already have or go fresh from the semantic model, which we need to do since we've added new data. We're going to be creating this visualization using the review dates as our horizontal axis, and also we're going to need to start by aligning it up with the boundaries of the data that has been brought in this case, at the end of April. Using that same date field to create a horizontal axis for the visualization. In the drop-down, you can see different ways to look at the date parts. For this visualization, we will use the fiscal week number. Now we have a horizontal axis. We'll be populating it with the total number of reviews. Now we have the big picture. We're going to be creating some segmentation in our view. First with the sentiment. Now it's split out between negative, neutral, and positive. We'll also want to see it by account name though, so we'll bring that onto detail as well. We'll change the mark type to get more clarity. Now we'll want to add sentiment to color to get some segmentation there. We'll clean up the axis labels a little bit, make them a little more user-friendly. I'm going to change the sort order to put my good news on top. And also adjust the colors to correspond a little bit more closely to the spirit of neutral and negative. And we toggle on our action panel, and we're going to select a Salesforce action. Make that connection across using the time frame and the account ID. Lots of choices here, but we'd like to open the record in this particular case. As we hover over these marks, we can see the tooltip information. When we select, we can see the option to open the record. And while this is great to get us back over here, we'd like to edit this page and have it be integrated. We're going to add a tab next to Related in Detail. We're going to give it a custom name and call it Analytics. I'm going to change the order of presentation to put it up first. Add the component here. Tell it we want to add a Tableau Next dashboard. And now with the drop down on the top right, we see what dashboards are available for inclusion. I'm going to select open opportunities and change the height so the whole thing is visible. We're making good progress. This is showing all of the observations though. We want to make sure that they are aligned with the particular account that's being looked at. So we'll be setting this up to make that filtering happen based on the account name, operator of equal, and of course, account name on the other side of it. Now we can see the updated version in the left side, and we know that we're on the right track here. I'm going to save this. We also need to activate it. Activation has already been done, so you're not seeing the full impact of this, but this also controls the form factor that's there available to be presented in. Is required before we are able to hit submit on this. So we will close this and then hit save. And now when our team is working in their account management sections, they'll be able to have the dashboard easily accessible and filtered for the correctly against the particular account that they're looking at without having to leave their working space.